Hi, I'm Roman, and this is Anatomy of a Shot with Film Reframed. Today we're talking about this image from Mad Max Fury Road, and you may recognize it because it was used in many of the film's trailers and marketing materials. I believe the reason why is because this image creates a sense of wanting to know more. By asking a question rather than answering it, it invites the audience in and pulls us into the story. Perhaps even more exciting is the fact that this mystique is created by very simple compositional principles. So let's break down this shot and understand why we feel drawn into the story when we look at it. We'll begin by identifying our focal point, which is our point of highest contrast. You'll note that our road warrior is cast in a very strong dark silhouette against a very light sky. The atmospheric perspective of the shot is helping to push back some of the value of the extended desert here and make it appear even lighter than, say, the dirt in the foreground. That increases our contrast and makes sure that we know exactly where to look. Once we've identified our focal point, we can then identify how the leading lines of the composition draw our attention towards it. We have a dynamic diagonal element here in the vehicle, which draws our attention inward, and you'll notice that these diagonal lines are also echoed by the pile of dirt on the right-hand side of the composition. Both point our eye inward, directly towards our focal point. Next, we can identify how our value structure is working by going into our X-ray vision. By looking at the image in black and white, we can see something we may not have noticed before, which is that the dark shadow side of our cloud here is providing a nice area of visual rest, which keeps our eye within this top right diagonal in the composition. That framing element is very important at centering our attention and making sure our eye doesn't just wander anywhere. This is a nice addition in post-production, very simple, very subtle, but an elegant solution to containing the eye within the frame. Though many other productions composite clouds into their background sky, Mad Max does so in a way that assists the composition in an intentional way rather than just providing clouds of interest. So once we've established our leading lines, which are drawing our attention inward, and our value structure, which is keeping our eye on our main character, we can lastly identify the eye path, which draws our eye into the image. By leaving a larger area of dirt at the bottom of the frame, this unoccupied negative space, we're providing a clean and simple eye path, which draws our attention to the main character. We feel that we would have to take steps to catch up with them or to move closer to them, and since this shot is moving in that direction, we feel like our curiosity is being addressed by the filmmakers. Between the directional lines, the eye path, and the value structure, we feel that we're getting pulled in, and since our characters' backs turn to us, it invites a lot of questions like, who are they? What are they thinking? And what are they doing? Ultimately, this image is a great example of using foundational compositional principles to direct attention and pull an audience into the story.